What is tokenization used for in natural language processing, NLP? A. To encrypt text data. B. To compress text files. C. To break text into smaller units for processing. D. To translate text between languages. Correct answer, C. C. To break text into smaller units for processing. Which option is a characteristic of transformer-based language models? A. Transformer-based language models use convolutional layers to apply filters across an input to capture local patterns through filtered views. B. Transformer-based language models can process only text data. C. Transformer-based language models use self-attention mechanisms to capture contextual relationships. D. Transformer-based language models process data sequences one element at a time in cyclic iterations. Correct answer, C. C. Transformer-based language models use self-attention mechanisms to capture contextual relationships. A financial company is using AI systems to obtain customer credit scores as part of the loan application process. The company wants to expand to a new market in a different geographic area. The company must ensure that it can operate in that geographic area. Which compliance laws should the company review? A. Local health data protection laws. B. Local payment card data protection laws. C. Local education privacy laws. D. Local algorithm accountability laws. Correct answer, D. D. Local algorithm accountability laws. A company uses Amazon Bedrock for its generative AI application. The company wants to use Amazon Bedrock guardrails to detect and filter harmful user inputs and model-generated outputs. Which content categories can the guardrails filter? Choose 2. A. Hate. B. Politics. C. Violence. D. Gambling. E. Religion. Correct answer, A and C. A. Hate. C. Violence. Which scenario describes a potential risk and limitation of prompt engineering in the context of a generative AI model? A. Prompt engineering does not ensure that the model always produces consistent and deterministic outputs, eliminating the need for validation. B. Prompt engineering could expose the model to vulnerabilities such as prompt injection attacks. C. Properly designed prompts reduce but do not eliminate the risk of data poisoning or model hijacking. D. Prompt engineering does not ensure that the model will consistently generate highly reliable outputs when working with real-world data. Correct answer, B. B. Prompt engineering could expose the model to vulnerabilities such as prompt injection attacks. A publishing company built a retrieval-augmented generation, RAG, based solution to give its users the ability to interact with published content. New content is published daily. The company wants to provide a near real-time experience to users. Which steps in the RAG pipeline should the company implement by using offline batch processing to meet these requirements? Choose 2. A. Generation of content embeddings. B. Generation of embeddings for user queries. C. Creation of the search index. D. Retrieval of relevant content. E. Response generation for the user. Correct answer, A. Generation of content embeddings. Which technique breaks a complex task into smaller subtasks that are sent sequentially to a large language model, LLM? A. One-shot prompting. B. Prompt chaining. C. A tree of thoughts. D. A retrieval augmented generation, RAG. Correct answer, B. B. Prompt chaining. An AI practitioner needs to improve the accuracy of a natural language generation model. The model uses rapidly changing inventory data. Which technique will improve the model's accuracy? A. Transfer learning. B. Federated learning. C. Retrieval augmented generation, RAG. D. One-shot prompting. Correct answer, C. B. Federated learning. C. Retrieval augmented generation, RAG. A company wants to collaborate with several research institutes to develop an AI model. The company needs standardized documentation of model version tracking and a record of model development. Which solution meets these requirements? A. Track the model changes by using Git. B. Track the model changes by using Amazon Fraud Detector. C. Track the model changes by using Amazon SageMaker model cards. D. Track the model changes by using Amazon Comprehend. Correct answer, C. C. Track the model changes by using Amazon SageMaker model cards. A company that uses multiple ML models wants to identify changes in original model quality so that the company can resolve any issues. Which AWS service or feature meets these requirements? A. Amazon SageMaker Jumpstart. B. Amazon SageMaker Hyperpod. C. Amazon SageMaker Data Wrangler. D. Amazon SageMaker Model Monitor.